Imagine standing in a vast, silent forest, where ancient stone towers rise above the treetops and the morning mist clings to the roots of colossal trees. You look up, and the sun begins to rise, casting its golden light across the weathered faces of gods and mythical creatures carved into stone. This is Angkor Wat, the crowning jewel of the Khmer Empire, a place where the past feels alive, where every rock and relief tells a story that has survived for over 1,000 years. Welcome to Forgotten Tales, where we journey into the mysteries of ancient civilizations. Today we delve into the rise and fall of the Khmer Empire and uncover the secrets hidden within the stones of Angkor Wat. What mysteries lie buried beneath this monumental temple complex, and how did the Khmer Empire rise to power and then fade into history? To understand the grandeur of Angkor Wat, we must first trace the rise of the Khmer Empire. It all began in the early 9th century, when King Suryavarman II united the Khmer tribes under a new vision of kingship. He declared himself Devaraja, or God King, blending political power with divine status. This concept wasn't just a title, it was a declaration of divine authority. A powerful tool that bound the spiritual beliefs of the people with the political might of their rulers. Suryavarman's vision set the foundation for an empire that would last for centuries, shaping the cultural and political landscape of Southeast Asia. As the empire expanded, it was not just through the might of its armies but through an astonishing mastery of water management. The Khmer engineers built complex networks of reservoirs, called barrays, and intricate canals that transformed the flood-prone region into a fertile agricultural heartland. This engineering marvel allowed them to produce more rice than they could consume, feeding a growing population and sustaining massive cities like Angkor, which at its peak housed hundreds of thousands of people, possibly making it one of the largest cities in the world at the time. Consider this. In a time when many European cities were struggling to survive, the Khmer Empire had built a metropolis with sophisticated urban planning, sanitation, and agricultural surplus. The success of their water systems not only fueled their economy but also became a symbol of their power, embodying their ability to harness nature itself. It's a reminder that the true power of a civilization often lies not just in its armies, but in its ability to adapt and innovate. Amidst this prosperity, King Suryavarman II commissioned the construction of Angkor Wat in the 12th century, a colossal endeavor that took decades to complete. Angkor Wat is not merely a temple, it's a microcosm of the universe, a place where mythology, spirituality, and architectural genius converge. Picture the sight of thousands of craftsmen, architects, and laborers carving intricate designs into sandstone, hauling massive blocks, and meticulously aligning each part of the structure. The temple's central towers reach toward the heavens, representing Mount Meru, the mythical center of the universe in Hindu cosmology. Surrounding it, the expansive moats and galleries symbolize the cosmic ocean. Angkor Wat's alignment with the equinoxes is a testament to the Khmer's deep understanding of astronomy. Imagine standing in the temple's central courtyard as the first rays of the equinox sun pierce through the spires, a sight that is repeated for over 800 years, a moment of divine connection between earth and sky, carefully designed by human hands. But Angkor Wat was more than a religious symbol. It was a statement of political power. By dedicating this grand monument to Vishnu, Suryavarman I sought to legitimize his rule and ensure his memory would live on through the ages. He succeeded. Long after his death, the temple remained a center of spiritual life, even as the empire's fortunes shifted. Walking through Angkor Wat's corridors, you encounter its true soul carved into the walls. The bas-reliefs are not just artistic expressions, they are visual narratives, a library etched in stone. Stretching over hundreds of meters, these carvings depict scenes from the Hindu epics Ramayana and Mahabharata, as well as the Khmer's own history. One of the most famous panels, the churning of the ocean of milk, portrays gods and demons working together to churn the ocean and create Amrita, the nectar of immortality. The scene is teeming with intricate details, each deity's face carved with care. Their expressions captured in a timeless moment. It's a story of cosmic struggle and cooperation, a reflection of the Khmer's belief in the balance of forces, in life as in the cosmos. Yet the bas-reliefs go beyond myth. They also chronicle the empire's victories in battle, the disciplined ranks of its armies, the grandeur of royal processions, and even the mundane details of everyday life. Imagine the scenes as living history, a glimpse into the daily routines of people who lived 1,000 years ago, the rituals they performed, the gods they worshipped. It is as if the walls themselves are whispering the stories of a vibrant and complex society, inviting us to listen and learn. However, even the most powerful empires must face the test of time. By the 13th and 14th centuries, the Khmer Empire was struggling against a perfect storm of challenges. Shifts in trade routes diminished their economic strength. Neighboring powers, such as the Thai kingdoms, grew bolder and more aggressive. Internal conflicts fractured the unity that had once held the empire together, while environmental changes, including severe droughts, strained their water management systems. The transition from Hinduism to Buddhism also transformed the religious landscape of the empire, leading to changes in how temples were used and maintained. As the focus shifted away from Angkor, the city's grandeur began to fade. By the 15th century, the capital had moved, and Angkor Wat, along with its surrounding temples, was left to the encroaching jungle. For centuries, the great city lay hidden beneath thick layers of vegetation, slowly merging with the landscape that had once defined it. Imagine the astonishment of 19th-century explorers like Henry Muhat, who stumbled upon the ruins, barely believing their eyes. Angkor Wat, with its towers still piercing the canopy, was like a time capsule, a world lost to time, waiting to be rediscovered. Today, the temples of Angkor have become a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a place of pilgrimage not only for Buddhists but for all those who marvel at the achievements of our ancestors. Angkor Wat stands as more than just a relic of a lost empire. It is a living symbol of resilience, human creativity, and the enduring connection between the divine and the earthly. It reminds us that even the mightiest civilizations are at the mercy of time, yet their stories can survive in the stones they leave behind. For the people of Cambodia, Angkor Wat is a source of national pride, a reminder of their cultural heritage, and a symbol of the spirit that has endured through centuries of change and challenge. But for all of us, Angkor Wat holds a deeper lesson. It asks us to reflect on the fragility of human achievement and the legacy we leave behind. What will future generations say about our time? What stories will they uncover when they sift through the traces of our world? As we close this exploration of the Khmer Empire, I invite you to ponder these questions. What is it about Angkor Wat and the Khmer Empire that fascinates you the most? Is it the ambition that drove their construction, the spiritual devotion that shaped their society, or the mysteries still waiting to be uncovered in the jungles of Cambodia? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And let's continue the conversation. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the rise and fall of one of history's greatest empires. In our next episode, we'll uncover the origins of Mesoamerican civilization with the Olmec, the fathers of Mesoamerican cultures. Who were the Olmec, and how did their influence shape the great cultures that followed, like the Maya and the Aztec? Don't miss out. And as always, if you enjoyed this journey through time, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with fellow history lovers, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode of Forgotten Tales. Until next time, remember, history is full of stories waiting to be uncovered, stories that blur the line between myth and reality.